Hey there friends, welcome back to the channel. My name is Sohum and I'm on a mission to spread peace, love, and positivity through music. Today we'll be doing another double feature, double reaction. First we'll be checking out Geoff Castellucci's cover of Radiohead's High and Dry, which is super fun for me because I actually did a reaction to the original song on my channel, many moons ago at this point, so you can feel free and check it out. Don't cringe too much at my commentary style. Okay, I was getting the hang of doing reactions, and I'm still working on it, by the way. But that was an amazing song. If I recall, I said that it was rather simple, but they made it work. They didn't add too many kind of like bells and whistles. It's a simple song, but a good song. And with that in mind, I know what Geoff is capable of. He can make a lot out of a little, so I'm super excited to hear his rendition today. And it almost feels like a kind of full circle moment for me, having done the original Radiohead reaction, now following it up with Geoff here. And then the second one we'll be checking out today is Something Just Like This originally by the Chainsmokers and Coldplay. And this is being covered by VoicePlay featuring J.None. And this is a song that I've also heard, call it maybe a dozen, 2 dozen times total in my life. I hear it sometimes on the radio. I hear it sometimes in like random YouTube videos or montages. It's a pretty common song, I feel like, so I'm excited to hear these renditions. And before we jump into the reaction, the person who did request this double feature, they wanted to remain anonymous, which I totally respect, and they actually asked if I could devote this reaction to all of the VoicePlay fans, all of the Geoff fans, just this amazing community. And I absolutely do. This reaction is devoted to all of you guys, and I guess for future notice, all of my reactions are devoted to you as well. But yeah, I just thought that was really sweet, so I hope we can keep pushing forward. All right, I have nothing else to say here. Let's jump in. Piano Geoff today.
2 jumps in a week. Bet you think that's pretty clever, don't you, boy? Flying on your motorcycle, watching all the ground beneath you.
Oh.
You kill yourself for
Jesus Christ. Also, I neglected to mention it, but at the end of this reaction, I'll actually be doing lyrical analysis on both of these songs, so stick around for that. Let's listen to Geoff kill it some more. What even is that note?
Kill yourself for recognition, kill yourself to never ever stop.
Jesus.
You broke another mirror, you're turning into something you are not. Don't leave me high, don't leave me dry.
Oh, it's perfect in his voice.
Don't leave me high.
He just pulls the notes out of the mud.
Don't leave me dry.
Oh, wow. The stomps, the claps, this beautiful piano rhythm. He's adding so much color to this song.
Drying up in conversation, you will be the one who cannot talk. And all your insides fall to pieces. You just sit there wishing that you could still make love. They're the ones that hate you.
Did you hear how quickly he ascended there?
They're the ones that hate you.
Just climbing.
When you think you got the world all sussed out. They're the ones who'll spit at you. You will be the one screaming out.
These lyrics are just beautiful. Beautiful lyrics, beautiful voice.
Don't leave me. Don't leave me dry.
These moments where Geoff just switches from these higher chest voice kind of falsetto range back to the lows, it feels impossible. It feels like no human should be able to do this. It feels like a digital effect, yet I'm watching him do it. Jesus. It's like lifts me up.
The best thing that you ever had. The best thing that you ever had. Well, it's the best thing that you ever had. The best thing you have had has gone away.
Oh, this song got lifted up.
Well,
Got
it's
lifted
the
up.
best thing that you ever had. The best thing that you ever had.
Wow, it's a completely new song.
Well, it's the best thing that you ever had.
And he just pulls it again out of the mud, and that's meant as a positive thing, by the way. It comes from such a deep place in the earth.
Well, it's the best thing that you ever had. The best thing you have had has gone away. So don't leave me. Don't leave me dry. Don't leave me. Don't leave me dry. Don't leave me dry. Don't leave me
I love the piano rhythm. Whoa. I believe I was talking over that. I want to hear that again.
Don't leave me
Just so jarringly good. I will never leave Geoff high and dry. Whatever he means by that in this song. It literally feels like a new song. If somebody did not tell me that this was an original Radiohead song, I would have just taken it as a Geoff original. It just sounds like a Geoff original. I don't know. Really love it. Really love it. You know, I would have to now just like directly listen back to the original Radiohead song just to make like clean comparisons in terms of details. What I know is they did not have a singer capable of doing what Geoff does, and with the quickness with which he does it, it is such an impressive ability. And the only reason why, I even bring this up, because, I have taken vocal lessons in the past, and I can speak for my own voice. I don't have a bassy voice or anything like that, but through those lessons and through just like singing and just enjoying music for my whole life, it is very difficult to switch the register of your voice, right? If you're speaking in a speaking voice, you're kind of in that chesty range, and then there's a different bassier range that some people have trouble accessing. For me, I have a lot harder of a time accessing my falsetto. I really have to practice and do vocal exercises for 15, 20, 30 minutes. If somebody asked me in the car, hey, Sohum, can you sing us a song? My falsetto will be the weakest part of it. For Geoff, it just feels like he is on call. He has that unlock permanently. He just has access to his falsetto. He has access to the bass, and all of the fluidity between those three is just his expertise and experience. It's really impressive. I mean, just from a listener's perspective without any musical knowledge, and then also with somebody with, at least for me, I feel like I have intermediate music knowledge. He's just really good at what he does, and I love to hear it. It's really amazing. We have another reaction shortly, ladies and gentlemen. We have something just like this, but hopefully y'all are enjoying my reaction thus far. If you are, hit that sub button, and if you'd like to request a reaction yourself, hit the link down below. It's the best way to support what I do over here. All right, let's hear the second one by VoicePlay this time. This is a Earl. We got an Earl, Ellie, JNone, Geoff, Lane lineup.
Books of old, the legends and the myths, Achilles and his gold, Hercules and his kids.
Oh, JNone's gonna crush this one.
Spider-Man's control, and Batman with his fist. And clearly I don't see myself up on that list.
Love the
She said,
percussive
"Where do
feel
you
already.
wanna go? How much you wanna risk? I'm not looking for somebody with some superhuman gifts.
No shade, but this is better than the original already.
I'm not looking for somebody with some superhuman gifts, some superhero, some fairy tale bliss, just something I
Yeah.
can turn to, somebody I can kiss. I want something just like this.
Yeah. Wow, it is so it's so gradual. I love it.
Just like this.
Oh, good change there.
Oh, I want something just like this.
Yeah.
Oh, I want something just like
Oh my god, that voicing there. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 notes there just blew me away. Six, yeah.
Reading books of old,
Or maybe
the
7.
legends and the myths, the testaments they told, the moon and its eclipse, and Superman arose the sun before he lives. But I'm not the kind of person that it fits.
She said, where you wanna go? How much you wanna risk? I ain't looking for somebody with some superhuman gifts.
Yeah.
some superhero, some fairy tale bliss.
Oh my god, JNone.
Turn to somebody I can miss. I want something just like this. La, 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 la,
It's not fair.
I want something just like this. Ooh.
I don't know if this is even correct to say, but it just like occurs to my brain that like JNone is criminally underrated. I've never heard of his name outside of VoicePlay. I don't know. I mean, I don't really understand how VoicePlay and JNone and like all of the people that surround VoicePlay have never really entered my ecosystem of music listening. I don't know how it's happened because JNone has such a phenomenal voice. I could see him instantly inserted on so many tracks with like a jazzy riff that, you know, another, not trash, but just my not preferred singer is singing. JNone is so phenomenally good, especially at these jazzy runs. What quality is in his voice that like draws me to it so magnetically? I don't know. I'll have to keep listening, I guess. It'll come to me, the adjective. Who does he sound? No, that's not the question.
I want something just like this.
What is
just like this.
I love his voice
You
though.
wanna go? How much you wanna risk? I'm not looking for somebody with some superhuman gifts.
Not to pause it. It just okay. I think the adjective that occurs to me is that JNone's voice, the melodies he sings, the riffs he runs, they don't feel forced at all. And I could probably make that same comment about every single other vocalist in front of me right now, but I just want to make that comment specifically about JNone, that he just sounds so relaxed, at ease. I don't know, it's just like he's talking to me with beautiful pitch.
I'm not looking for somebody with some superhuman gifts, some superhero, some fairy tale bliss, just something I can turn to, somebody I can miss. I
exactly what I didn't know I needed, and I got it. Oh. Wow. Dope. Super dope. Otherworldly. We listen to the outros over here.
And you don't have to change a thing. The world can change its heart. No scars, you're beautiful. We're stars and we're beautiful.
Oh. This was an amazing double feature. Ah, God. There's so much positive things I could say, and again, I'll mention it again. I'm going to be doing a lyrical analysis right here for both of those songs, and I guess it'll be me analyzing the original lyrics. So we'll see, where that analysis takes us and how VoicePlay and Geoff singing the way they did imparted a lot of the emotions intended by Radiohead, by the Chainsmokers. Let's get ready. Let's jump into this one. So starting with High and Dry, this is a song, again, I already reacted to way back when, hearing it from Radiohead for the first time. I believe even in that music video, they're just like in the desert, just kind of jamming. So really relaxed energy, chill vibe. Same was true in Geoff's cover. He's just on the piano, just relaxed, singing his heart out. 2 jumps in a week. I bet you think that's pretty clever, don't you, boy? Flying on your motorcycle, watching all the ground beneath you drop. 2 jumps in a week. It's like an adrenaline junkie here, but it almost feels a bit antagonistic. Like, oh, I bet you can't do something, whatever. I bet you think it's pretty clever, huh? You'd kill yourself for recognition. Kill yourself to never, ever stop. You broke another mirror. You're turning into something you are not. So you, the individual on the motorcycle, are doing all of these tricks for what? Just validation? You're going to end up hurting yourself irreparably if you continue down this path. Don't leave me high and dry. Don't leave me high, don't leave me dry. Don't leave me high, don't leave me dry. So the chorus is the message to the motorcyclist, asking them not to leave me behind in this world. Did I understand that the first time? This feels like a big revelation to me, that the person singing this chorus doesn't want the motorcyclist to do what they're doing because they're going to have to exist in the world without them at some point if they do have a fatal accident. Drying up in conversation, you will be the one who cannot talk. All your insides fall to pieces. You just sit there wishing you could still make love. Well, that's like a twist. Did I miss something? I don't think so. I'm reading this again. Drying up in conversation, you will be the one who cannot talk. Okay. All your insides fall to pieces. You just sit there wishing you could still make love. So yeah, you literally are physically damaged to the point that you can't even engage in a coitus. They're the ones who'll hate you. When you think you've got the world all sussed out, they're the ones who'll spit at you. You will be the one screaming out. Wow. So you're doing all of these fancy schmancy tricks, and the people who will chastise you the most, who will treat you the worst, are the people who you thought were uplifting you on that journey up, doing more and more tricks, or ascending that staircase to quote unquote heaven. In this case, it would be like fame, right? But the people who will hate you aren't random detractors. They will be the people who watched you ascend those stairs. That is like a blackpilling moment for any person seeking to like enter social media or I guess maybe the online or just in real life famous world space, because you have to do a lot to kind of weather the storm, right? You have to have thick skin, but something you may not anticipate going into that world is you need thick skin from the people you thought were there to support you the most. That's scary. That is absolutely scary, but true. They're the ones who'll hate you. Yeah. Don't leave me high and dry. So we have this repeated chorus here. Oh, it's the best thing you've ever had. The best thing that you've ever had. It's the best thing that you've ever had. The best thing you have had is gone away. Yeah. It's like what you thought you had, this new thing, this newfound fame you've achieved, isn't actually all that. It's the best thing you've ever had, but there's potentially more to come. Just because you feel like you're at your peak, at your golden age, doesn't mean there's not more golden age. You can keep getting better. You can keep working on yourself, introspecting, coming to new conclusions, taking up new hobbies, learning new skills. You never should ever diminish the capability that you have. Your ceiling is infinite, I would say. We just don't have like us humans, we don't have the foresight, cognizance to recognize that we are infinitely capable. Yeah, it's just very hard. It's just very hard to know that. And in the moment, and with emotions being what they are, that can pull you away from that journey, from that ascension. Yeah, this song is very powerful, and just hearing Geoff sing it, going from those low to high moments, right? It almost feels like that motorcycle jumping off the top ramp, going for a trick. Of course, it's Geoff, so he's going to land very gracefully. Really interesting song for him to cover here as well. Okay, that's High and Dry. Let's check out the lyrics for Something Just Like This. And again, this is a song I've heard over a dozen times, probably over 24 times. I never actually took the time to read the lyrics though. Also, a little life hack: if you ever see these cookies things on websites, you can do this. You can reject all the cookies and it goes away forever. So you don't have that annoying banner at the bottom. Okay, let's do this. I've been reading books of old, the legends and the myths, Achilles and his gold, Hercules and his gifts, Spider-Man's control and Batman with his fists, and clearly I don't see myself upon that list. Wow, so, all of these like historical references to Greek mythology, just to modern mythology, quote unquote, with superheroes. But I don't think of myself as a hero or a superhero. Again, never diminish yourself. Maybe you aren't doing those things that the superhero version of yourself would be doing at this current moment, but don't ever cap yourself. It's, I think very sophomoric to do so, but it's an understandable decision to make, but please do so with both eyes open. But she said, where do you want to go? How much you want to risk? I'm not looking for somebody with some superhuman gifts, some superhero, some fairy tale bliss, just something I can turn to, somebody I can kiss. Wow. I love that. So this message from this girl, responding to this, I want to be a superhero, but I'm not on that list. This person is saying, you think I want a superhero? You think I want like this fictitious thing that only exists in myth and story and for marketing purposes? No, I actually want a real person who I have a connection with, who I can just lay next to, I can just share my day with, who I can kiss. That's so sweet. That is so affirming. I want something just like this. Do 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 do. Oh, I want something like this. Do 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 do. So yeah, the 3, 6, 9, 11, 14. Yeah, the 21 do's that we have, they really resemble and emphasize society's inability. I'm just completely joking. The do's are just there because they sound good. Were you guys gonna buy that? Would you believe that? I'd be very surprised. Do 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 do. Chorus. Oh, I want something just like this. I want something just like this. Yeah. I want something just like this, something that's real. I could make the point that like, oh, maybe this here in this context is a bit ambiguous because maybe it applies to the first verse, but I don't think so. I think recency tells me that this applies to this type of situation where I can just be at ease with somebody. Second verse. I've been reading books of old, the legends and the myths, the testaments they told, the moon and its eclipse. That's beautiful right there. And Superman unrolls a suit before he lifts, but I'm not the kind of person that it fits. Again, doubling down on the fact that I don't believe I am a superhero. She said, where do you want to go? How much do you want to risk? I'm not looking for somebody with superhuman gifts, some superhero, some fairy tale bliss, just something I can turn to. Yeah, again, like this is almost like the negative part of your brain saying like what you can't do. And granted, it's there to like caution your movements, right? That's that anxious part of you. But it can be overly limiting. You can overuse anxiety, and it doesn't actually contribute positively to your future mindset, as well as the behaviors you could do in preparation for being the better version of yourself. And by the way, you never have to be a better person tomorrow. You can just start today. But keep believing in yourself. Never let that belief slide. I think that's the totality of the unique lyrics here, unless I'm missing something. No, it looks all redundant, which is totally fine. When it comes to songwriting, you know, reusing lyrics, so long as they're good and make sense and add value, all for it. Go for it. And wow, thinking of VoicePlay's rendition of this track with that meaning, and again stacking on that JNone and his ability, I just feel like all of their emotion coming through with every single note that they sing. And the reason why that isn't just like a superfluous comment, it is very hard to sing every single note with emotion. Sometimes as a singer, you can just sing very flatly because, hey, you're on pitch and it sounds good, but it didn't have that added spice. The spice being the proper emotion that the artist wants to imbue on that lyric. I don't know. There's a lot of just good things to say about VoicePlay. I've said them before. I'll say them again. Love this group. Everything that they touch turns into gold. What is the word? Not liquid gold. It would be like audio wavelength gold. Really cool stuff. I hope you all enjoyed the reaction today and the lyrical analysis. If you did, hit that subscribe button. And again, I will do a shameless self-plug. You could request a reaction yourself. Hit the link down below. It's the best way to support what I do over here. And that all said, guys, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care and peace.